Welcome back to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston. We're your host. We're with the Roby family of companies. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, R-O-B-Y.com. Or you can find us on the WBT.com homepage. Trent, before the break, we talked a little bit about the Charlotte market, the changes that have gone on. And we mentioned specifically the Andrew Roby Signature Homes brand. The Andrew Roby company has been building homes in Charlotte since 1950. You know that. Hopefully everybody knows that. We've talked about it a lot on the shows. But let's talk a little bit about branding the company Andrew Roby Signature Homes and what that means in the marketplace.
Yeah, well, Ashley, we have been building custom homes since 1950 and also doing a lot of custom home renovations since 1950 and doing a lot of custom commercial projects, renovations, and some new boutique properties for the last 6.5 decades. But from the 50s to the 60s to the 70s and 80s, we did so much home remodeling for Charlotte's elite and the business folks of Charlotte that we kind of, over the years, got pigeonholed as a remodeling contractor, custom remodeling contractor, which I'm proud that we are. I think that being a custom remodeling contractor and working for families that live in homes while they're living in homes and doing the highest end, highest quality of work at the same time and keeping these folks happy and driving budgets with them, I think that's the pinnacle. That's one of the hardest businesses in the world to do. So we're proud of that, but what it did, it started limiting people that just wanted to build a new house and had never experienced the Roby family or the Roby way, so they didn't know to look at us for just their new custom home. Now, we built a lot of custom homes, but they would always come from word of mouth of a repeat client we had worked for in the past, or from an architect or a designer that liked working with us that knew we could do it. They would get us to the table. So over the last couple of years, as we've grown, we've really wanted to embrace the custom new home market, which, I mean, we talked about this before. About 5 or 6 years ago, we started branching out other geographical locations. We went down to Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, Morehead City, that area, Emerald Isle area, followed a client there. Build a Custom Home was our first project. And then we did the same thing. We went to Boone, followed a client there. Our first project for that client in Boone was a custom home. And when that's your showpiece in these new communities that you're in, and they know the Roby brand, they know it's high quality, but you're not pigeonholed, we've actually become primarily a custom home builder in these markets, and now we have the opposite happening to where we're going, hey, guys, we do remodeling as well, we do commercial as well. So I think our mix there is a lot heavier custom. So we wanted to bring that back to Charlotte. We thought it was a market in Charlotte that we were underserving the custom client. Yep. And we thought the way over the next couple of years to get our name out there to the public that we want to hear us and want to hear what we're talking about is to really focus on the Andrew Roby Signature Home brand. And we work with a great designer in town, Gary Hickson Design. I give him a shout out. And we went to him and said, hey, we really want you to do your thing on this. And he asked all the particulars. What are your goals? What's this? We're not trying to leave remodeling. We're not trying to leave commercial. We have those brands. You have Andrew Roby is our custom remodeling, but Signature Homes is letting people know around the lakes, in the heart of Charlotte, in the higher end communities, and in the custom sections that we do custom homes. Give us an opportunity.
And you mentioned custom renovations, and you're right. You've said on the show before that's the pinnacle of any home builder or home renovator, because you're dealing with a homeowner making that dream home for them while they're living in it, which can be difficult. You take that same level of detail and meticulousness that you have as a renovator, you bring that to the custom home side. That's when it can really change people's lives, so they can really get that dream home that they've always envisioned.
Well, our comparative advantage is we can do the tough stuff. I mean, I tell people the proverbial on like commercial. Somebody says, you do commercial construction. I say, yeah, we do commercial construction. We like commercial renovations where the business still needs to run, whether it be a storefront or they have a timeline crunch they need to meet to get in there. They're going to lose business. Right. That's where we perform well. I always say we're not trying to build the proverbial schoolhouse out in a field on 40 acres, because construction's commoditized at that level. We're building where we add value. I mean, I grew up. I mean, my memory of when I was 14 was carrying sheetrock buckets 2 at a time out of a house because we were tearing an old bathroom out with a concrete floor on Queens Road West. I mean, I think I blew more gray boogers during the summer back when I was 14, 15, and 16. Maybe I should have been wearing a mask. Man, that wouldn't be allowed today. Our guys are wearing masks and stuff. But
there'd be somebody on the job site taking a look at that.
It was a dusty day every day. So
that's funny. TJ, you might have to go back and. Did you hit the button on that when he said gray boogers? No. All right. That's funny. You're right.
But eliminate gray boogers.
No, hey, it is what it is, man. This is the first week of school.
We were joking before the show today about how Ash and I are just puppets and TJ's the master.
He is the master. It's always good to come in and see TJ on a Sunday morning. He wakes up early.
So what do you want to talk about? Custom homes?
Custom homes. Tell us a little bit more about Andrew Roby and what. So I know you grew up. What was it like growing up in that environment where you're building those homes? You have to, and now you're in it. You're running the company, but there's got to be this immense sense of pride to build something like this. And you said earlier, and I think the word is custom homes, custom renovations, custom commercial. That's what you do for people. You really create an environment where they are going to live their life with their family.
We make it home for our clients is what we do for generations. But that kind of a little play on our slogan. No, man, all it did was give me a big playground to get out of the Ford pickup truck and go run around. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I just went and played. But I always say we're not design build because I think we need an artist, we need an architect or a designer to come in and design these projects. That's our stance. I think that's when clients get great value. I say it all the time. I have some really good friends that run design build companies. They have their niche markets, and they do very well, and I respect them for that. Our stance, what we're on the platform is we're not design build. So really we're puzzle makers. We put the puzzle together that we hopefully have influence with the homeowner and with the architect or the designer to help create.
Yep.
But we're not doing anything special. We put the puzzle together and we communicate with the client.
And communicate's the key part there. And if you want to see some of these projects, Trent, a lot of stuff in our gallery at andrewroby.com. You can go there, take a look at some of these custom homes. But communication, I think, is the key. I mean, that's really, you've said it on the show before, anybody can swing a hammer and build a house. But it really takes a concerted effort on the construction team, the design team, and the architect team to make sure all that gets back to the homeowner and they understand what's going on. And that is your forte and your specialty at the Andrew Roby.
Okay, you want to talk about a little bit of pride. I will say that we've built a lot of custom homes in Charlotte, and I grew up running around them, and we built them, every couple a year until we started promoting, and we're starting to pick up a lot of steam. I will say the first house we built at Atlantic Beach on Ocean Ridge and the first house we built in the mountains in Boone, I've been in both of those homes over 10 times, and I promise that when I go in these homes, I get butterflies every single time I've been in these homes. And we're very fortunate to have our clients that gave us the opportunity to go to these new markets and build these special houses. I mean, I think sometimes people get more creative. We talk about how lake homes can kind of do that as well. We like building on the lake because you're not pigeonholed by one architectural design that the neighborhood has. Eastover has a certain style, Dilworth has a certain style. You can be more creative. People do that with their beach houses and their mountain houses. So these homes tend to be a little more fun, a little less conservative, have a eclectic feel. But if you go online and look at a couple of our houses, the Boone house and the Atlantic Beach house, I mean, you'll get butterflies looking at the pictures.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And then once you build one and go in it, that's when you get the real butterflies.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to visit any of those houses, I'm sure our clients will let us take you to them.
All right, buddy, when we come back, we're going to be joined by our friend Chris Maynard from the Andrew Roby Company. He's going to talk a little bit more. He really helps run that Andrew Roby Signature Homes brand. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.